Hi, today's video is going to be about Tillerson out as the Secretary of State and Mike Pompeo being nominated by President Donald Trump to replace him. Mike Pompeo, the current CIA director, will be the new Secretary of State, but there won't be too much of a difference, I don't think. I'll go over a few things about him. He's currently 54 years old. He was born December 30th, 1963. He's a Harvard graduate. He's a former member of the House of Representatives, the 4th District in Kansas. Also, he was a member of the Tea Party. Now, Tillerson is being fired because what I see is that President Trump has never gotten over the fact that he referred to him as a moron, even though he really doesn't admit it too much. And also, Donald Trump, as we know, is against that terrible Iran nuke deal, and Tillerson likes it. Now, that's a big one. The moron thing, people can get over. But there's another one too. Tillerson, this is why I never really cared for him. When I found out that he was for the Paris Accord agreement, that fake climate accord scam. Now Mike Pompeo is against that, which is good. Although Mike Pompeo has many faults himself. He's very pro-Israel. I don't like that at all. Those land thieves are not our ally. This may just be lip service because all politicians, if they want to make it, they need to be somewhat pro-Israel. Hopefully, President Trump won't be so pro-Israel his second term. He may be while he's a candidate running his second time, but then after, we'll find out the true parts. Now, I'll go into some of the things. Gina Haspel will replace him as CIA director, the first woman CIA director ever in history. This is if Mike Pompeo is nominated. I believe he will be, because he's, like I said, he gives plenty of lip service for Israel. Now, what's good about him is that I really think that he will do a better job than Tillerson, even though, like I said, there's not going to be much of a change, is that he believes that the Federal Reserve needs a lot of work, a lot of changes, which is good, which is kind of not too pro-Israel, if you know what I mean. So that's some good stuff there. Okay, and also, some of the, Mike Pompeo, he was in the military, which is good. He reached the rank of captain. And he's a good age. And he's very much a climate change denier, which is what I like I just said too. But, we're going to have to see how this goes. That's the big news right now. Now I'm going to go over a few of the other things that were in the news too. Like, for example, there's a man named Felix Sater who's been in the news quite a bit the last week, but not on mainstream, such as Dr. David Duke yesterday had a show. If anybody wants to hear it, can go into Rent's archives and download 31318 video with Dr. Patrick Slattery. This man, Felix Sater, quite a controversial past. Lives in New York City now. He was going to go to prison for a long time for stealing $40 million. But Congress let him out off the hook for free for $25,000 fine. We don't know what happened to that $40 million. That's something to look into. I think that That's a very fishy man. People do some research on him. That's something that this man will be in the spotlight, I believe, in a couple months. It proves that the Russian collusion is not Russian collusion. It's really Jewish collusion. Dr. Duke and Dr. Patrick Slattery talk about that. I recommend that episode of the David Duke Show yesterday for any of my listeners. Even if you're not a fan of Dr. Duke, there's a lot of very good information in that episode for people to listen to. So that, we're going to have to see how Mike Pompeo does, if he's better than Tillerson, but still very pro-Israel. But, he's, I believe, a better candidate also, too, because he's not big money. According to the internet, anyways, on a Google search, he has a net worth of about $345,000, was in the military, good education, a little bit more blue collar than Tillerson. Well, a lot more blue collar than Tillerson, which is good news, I think, anyways. Also, like I said in the last video, we know Trump is going to be running again. He already picked Brad Parscale as new campaign manager, another good man, a patriot. So hopefully this Russian collusion stuff is going to be ending soon, and some people are going to be realizing that it has a lot more to do with Hillary and Israel than it does the Russians. Okay. There's another one too. A young man, John McEntee, if I'm pronouncing it right, former UConn quarterback, was fired as the body man. A body man is someone that gets all the pens and makes sure meetings are being recorded, kind of like a travel-along secretary is what I'd put it. We all know the famous body man for Hillary, Uma Weiner. Well, John McEntee was fired, but just for being a body man, President Trump hired him to work on his campaign. So it wasn't an unfriendly firing. If anybody's ever heard of a friendly firing, this is it. It's kind of funny and fishy. So John McEntee and Felix Sater are going to be names that'll be in a spotlight in the near future. So watch out for that. Now Gina Haspel is going to be the first woman CIA director which was already nominated by Trump. She's been known to be a tough woman. Her nicknames were Spy Master, Seasoned Spy Master, and was for waterboarding. So that gives you an idea how tough this woman is. So that's about it. Just wanted to fill you in on the Mike Pompeo in and Tillerson out. So please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.